Hello everyone, we are Team Mirror AI. Our team name, Mirror AI, is derived from the word mire, mirai, which means future in both Korean and Japanese. We are two data scientists working in the banking industry specialized in financial crimes. Today, we would like to introduce an AI-driven support application for Hikikomori individuals. The project name is ReConnect. Here is a table of contents. First, we will discuss what Hikikomoris is. Next, we will introduce effective therapies for dealing with Hikikomori. And finally, we will move on to the introduction of our app.
Hikikomori is defined as a condition in which a person is socially avoidant to the point of staying isolated at home for at least 6 months without social interaction. According to the CNN, more than 1.5 million are estimated to live in Hong Kong, Japan, and South Korea. Given the significance of this issue as one of the major social problems in modern Asian societies, numerous studies have been conducted on it. We have focused on a paper published by Gloria Hong-Yi Chan from the City University of Hong Kong. She administered 3 types of therapy to 502 hikikomori and achieved positive results with all of them. 2 of these therapies are CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and narrative therapy. The CBT aims to help people identify and make changes in their disrupted thinking patterns. The goal is to minimize the occurrence of negative emotions and behaviors. On the other hand, generative therapy aims to help people separate themselves from their problems by realtering the stories they tell about their lives. The goal is to foster new perspectives and solutions. Specialized therapists are needed to administer therapy, but regular clinic visits are quite challenging for hikikomori people. Given that CBT and narrative therapy have well-established methods and extensive literature, we proposed ReConnect, an app using Llama 3 to support these individuals. We use Llama Index for the application framework, which communicates with a Mirror's vector database, which is hosted on Zilis Cloud, which leverages Together AI to get both inference model and embeddings. We use Llama 3 model for inference and a BERT model for embedding. We have created different articles from sources like the NIH or the Japanese Health Ministry to enrich our data sources.
Here is our demo of our solution, ReConnect. ReConnect is an AI therapist that's going to be able to have a conversation with people suffering from the Hikikomori syndrome. For the sake of time, we've preloaded a conversation between a Hikikomori and our therapist. The therapist is really able to leverage and use the frameworks of cognitive behavioral therapy and narrative therapy to help our patient into feeling a bit better. In this one instance, we can see how the patient has some trauma because his parents weren't really supporting him when he failed to get into a university that he wanted to go into. Here, the therapist challenges the negative thoughts and therefore employs the CBT framework by identifying and challenging the negative thoughts and encouraging the patient to reassess and reframe their thinking patterns. We can also see the AI therapist using another technique known as cognitive restructuring, which is basically assisting the patient in restructuring their thoughts. So here we see that he asks the patient to reframe what he just said about mentioning the different strengths that the patient could have for playing video games. This is very encouraging and empathetic towards the patient. We can also see how our AI assistant is able to use techniques from narrative therapy. Here he uses a technique called reauthoring the patient's story by talking about how, in regards to failures that the patient might have, it's important to remember that it's not about succeeding or failing, it's about taking small steps towards progress. In the end, we can also see that the AI therapist manages to invite and encourage the patient to go outside and walk outside, look through different convenience stores that are outside, and take small steps towards getting out of his social reclusion. So as you've seen, ReConnect really combines the power of Llama 3 with therapeutic applications and specializes in these two leading frameworks that are CBT and narrative therapy. And all in all, ReConnect stands out by bridging the gap between those in need and the support they require, making mental health care more accessible and more scalable. We believe that this technology can be a powerful tool in providing effective mental health support. We hope that you're excited about the possibilities of ReConnect as we are, and thank you again for your time and attention.